Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Got an ace tanker. This time it's combat ineffective. He and I are platooned and we're in Prokhorovka and he's in his T71. So this is a dream matchup as a top tier. So let's go ahead and get it started. I have not watched this from his perspective, but I do kind of try and ask him to go certain places to light things up. He's pulling my maneuver, the one that I like to do, which is to cross the tracks and light stuff that's going hill. It's always kind of a good idea to see what they're sending hill, and then I think he's going to come back and help me, and I'm going to be on one line because I'm in a Leo, so you know, there's that. So obviously he gets quite a few spots right away, and he's attracting arty attention already, so say la vie. But that's good. That's good info. He lit up their lights. He also lit up the heavies that are going towards and the tank destroyers that are going towards hill. So now he's coming back middle, and this EBR is being really aggressive on the enemy team, which, you know, that's just the way they play for the most part. Good EBRs will stay a little bit lower than that, but that's okay. So there's only one arty in this game, which is wonderful, and there's a Chaffee up there that's kind of sitting in the wide open, and combat does the smart thing, gets behind bushes and fires for the second time. So American tanks do fire okay on the move. That might have seemed like a reckless shot, but it's really not, because American tanks do fire good on the move. So we're down 1-3, but it looks like, and there's a bunch of light tanks, so combat's going to be somewhat careful here. The only good thing is the enemy is blindly rushing in. So this EBR, I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but that seems to be a lot of the wheeled vehicles right now. So he's just dueling this EBR right now, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job of it. One thing, if you get into a turning fight with these, it's really good to turn and do a handbrake slide, because they can only turn so fast. So that's nice. That EBR is gone. Also, one of their top tiers, the Chiri, is gone as well. So that's really a good thing. So I'm still camping one line because that's what I do in a Leo. I've got a big gun, and I'm asking him to kind of pop the ridge just to see what's over there. Now, here, if he was to get lit, that would be a bad thing, right? Because the guys on the hill could shoot him. But apparently there's really nothing middle. And their light tank is trying to cap. I mean, my goodness. Pardon me. So, I think we're going to try and take one line because they have a couple of Churchills over there, and that's about it. And I've asked combat to kind of help out pushing one line, because if you win one line, it's really quite easy to win the game, basically, because you have you have presence both sides of the track. Combat does get spotted here. He's got almost 1,000 damage and 500, 600 spotting, so. And it doesn't appear as if they really have much on this side of the track, so that's great. It's kind of a slow start, but sometimes that's the way it is in light tanks, especially since the enemy team really did not push at all on this side of the tracks. So combat has that Churchill lit, and he's lit too. I'm not sure why he's not shooting at the Churchill, but I think he was trying to sneak up underneath anything that's on one line, but it turns out there's really not much there. So he is going for some flanking fire. And he picks up another kill. So that he's up to 5 kills now. So we know at least the KV2, the KV1, and the IKV are all on the other side of the tracks. So it's time to find out if Artie moved, I guess. You definitely do want to clear this side out just to make sure that nothing's here. So I feel like he's making the right move. And now it's time to surround and flank them. So this is where a light tank becomes very powerful. He's the last light tank alive. And if he can get spots for us, anybody up on the hill is just going to get crushed. So that's me and my derpy gun shooting at the M44. And Combat picks up another kill. So good on him. So he's staying low because he's lit. That's good. Now he decides he's going to come over. Ooh, and that IKV just barely tags him, but he does not get pinned, so that's really good. So I think he's probably going to go up on this hill and spot. In reality, the M4 is going to push him. And so he rightly backs off. I think instead of backing off, I might have just hugged that rock, but that's okay. Can't argue with success. Well, there's a 1,500 damage and 1,000 spotting, so that's 2,500 combined. But it's not over. He's got 3 health, so you know, if you got 1 hit point or you got a 1,000 hit points, doesn't really matter at the end of the game a lot of times. So we know there's a couple of guys up on this hill, and I believe he's just going to go spot them for us. And he definitely does. Picks up yet another kill and another 400 damage at the end, and a little handbrake turn at the end. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action report on this. Okay, here we are at the after action report. Of course, he did get an ace tanker, and he got a top gun, which is nice. He almost got, is it a Radley's? He had 7 kills, and he was top of the team, basically 1,177 base XP. And I was second, 400 behind him, over 400 XP behind him. But we carried that game together, but was really all Combat that basically won it for us. He earned 25,000 credits. He fired 22 shots, hit 15, penned 14. He was shooting on the move a lot. And, of course, he has like 3,100 combined, 3,200 combined. That was on a 2 times. He ended up with 3,600 XP and 174 free XP. So great game, Combat. I play with him a lot. I don't know about you guys, but platooning for me now is really rough because the platoon system, it seems like you get bottom tier every time when you're platoon, and I wish Wargaming would change that. They really ought to be encouraging team play, but it really discourages team play. In fact, he's really the only one I platoon with, and a lot of times we'll play 9s because otherwise you're bottom tier every game, and it just feels like a slog, to be honest with you. Okay, I appreciate you guys watching. We will catch you on the next one.